the story of Persona 5, which it better be justified, right?
Yeah.
No.
I don't know how they're gonna do. I don't know how they're gonna do it. But then Persona 5 Scramble is gonna take place during the university years when they're at they're at college. So it's going to be a sequel to Persona 5 Royal, right?
Wait, what? No. Wait. Oh, how does that work? They're all like second years except for Haru.
Well, because here's the
Time
thing.
skip?
Yeah.
It's a time. Persona
they're
5
still
Scramble takes
friends
place during
afterwards.
their university years. So it's like several years in advance.
Wait, when was this released?
Persona 5 Scramble is not out yet.
No, I mean the fact that it's taking place in
No,
university.
this is just one of the things that they said during like a live stream.
and just
Oh.
like from what I've seen of the trailers, it was pretty obvious that it was gonna be like after the events of P5.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
I
Well,
was
yeah.
thinking about University, I was thinking like maybe a year.
They
or
use
two.
the word university. I mean,
Okay.
that could be like for some
They
characters.
can't go back now. They
For-
said
For
it.
just about every single character except Futaba, that's like 2 years. So
Right. Yeah.
Futaba's really behind. She's not going to be there for another half decade. But
And that's how Japan wants it. Hey.
but like,
Sorry.
I'm just worried because it's like they
I'm
have
sorry.
to make these stories.
No, you're not.
They have to do
It was
something
so
to
easy.
justify picking up a story that could have just ended,
Mhm.
right? And it's like
Yeah.
the ending of
that's
Persona
right.
5 without saying anything is pretty like we're done,
Definitive.
right?
Mhm.
It's like this is it,
Mhm.
you know. So they're not only uprooting its grave, they're doing it and then dressing it up.
I don't know. I don't know.
To tell you that yeah, they're alive again.
I'm
It's
pretty-
fine.
I'm pretty
Don't-
sure this is like what happened with P4.
It is, but like that's my main concern is because when they dug up P4, it was a skeleton already.
At least with P3, when they had like the later system redo or like update, it was an entirely different main character instead of.
But that one
Minato,
also-
it
that-
was a female character.
Oh,
That one
actually-
also had a lot of
completely
problems
Oh,
too.
well, actually, they did walk back on P3 because if you remember, for that game, you know, it's about death and moving on, and then they made the dance game.
Well, the dancing game isn't even considered canon.
I believe Atlas will milk it like a fine wine. I have total faith that all the spin-offs will be good.
I think this. I mean, I'm fine.
Unlike
if some of
the past
spin-offs
ones.
are bad, but
Oh, they are.
I mean,
But I believe in
I
them
don't
for
know
the
anything
new
about
ones.
Persona Q2 because that
Um,
one's out and
No one's talking
everybody
about it.
simultaneously just didn't talk about it, so I assume they had nothing good to say.
What?
actually, I could inform you about that. But yes, go ahead.
Wait, what are you saying? There's a what was it
There's
called?
one.
PQ.
There's a Persona Q, which was for the DS.
Persona Q was a crossover between Persona 4 and 3,
Oh.
where they turned into chibi characters.
Because
And
of
they-
Etrian Odyssey.
And
Yeah,
it's,
and
it's,
it's
on,
an
it's, on
style
it's on the
dungeon
3DS,
crawler.
and they have a little campaign together. The original Persona Q was kind of awful because it did what I mentioned. How like when Chie came out of Persona 4,
Mhm.
right? She was already kind of one note, but that was fine.
Yeah.
But like she didn't have anything more to explore, so she just became I like meat. I'm Kung Fu lady.
Wow.
Hey,
like-
hey, that's
Right?
what she wants, man.
And it's like she just becomes. Initially, I thought it was kind of funny and endearing, right? Now I think she's super annoying because she's literally like, if you see any of the fighting games where she's in, all she does is talk about meat and how much she wants to eat meat, and how much she'd rather be doing
steak.
anything else except eating meat.
Wow.
Right? And it's like this is a character I used to love that they ruined, right?
Mm.
With additional canon. So when you get to Persona
Too
Q,
much of a good thing soon becomes a bad thing.
when you get to Persona Q, it's not just Chie, it's everyone.
Mhm.
Every single character gets reduced to one character trait, and it's probably not even the one that you like about them.
Okay, I have to disagree for two reasons. One, I went through PQ.
Yeah?
Kanji turned out fine.
Did he?
Yes. Actually, he has the most character development with Ken from P3.
Mhm.
Because if you remember, Ken's storyline in P3 is like, man, I gotta get revenge. I'll do anything for revenge.
Mm-hmm.
But Hanji steps in and he's like, you know, kid, I'm not gonna treat you like a kid like how everyone else does. I'm not gonna talk you down.
I'll just call you kid.
But I will say that whatever it is you're trying to achieve, whatever it is that you're going through, I'm here for you. And if that's not enough, I don't know. But I just want you to know, whatever happens, you have me. And
Except he doesn't because that game's not canon.
Jordy, you don't know anything! Oh my god! Okay, Atlas said that game is canon!
It even writes itself
They
out.
said it's canon!
He doesn't get to have.
It is canon! It's just they don't remember it because their memories got wiped!
It's all gone. They don't. Ken doesn't.
You aren't a fan!
Mom, Dad, please stop fighting.
God, you call yourself a fan. Why do I even talk to you?
But full disclosure, I know absolutely nothing about Persona Q2 other than
Okay, that one's straight garbage
There's a
though.
sequel.
Yes.
there is a
Q2.
sequel. I know nothing other than the twins, the Velvet Room twins. They framed Joker for stealing all of the hot dogs, and that's the excuse for why you have to fight them.
Corn dogs.
Corn dogs.
You don't know anything!
It's a.
Ah!
It's a.
Ah! I'm just...
Neighbors, dude.
They steal
Neighbors.
food,
Oh, right.
and that's it.
Sorry.
But anyways. And then also, Koromaru's there. He's a dog. He's
Okay.
a dog with a
Yes.
knife.
Well, we already know about that.
Okay, wait. Let me defend PQ for like 30 seconds.
We are holding it this time.
Soundtrack
Okay.
is fantastic. I listened.
That's a fair point. The soundtrack of Persona Q is amazing.
Okay.
Best part about the game, I think.
For 2 years when I was in college, that soundtrack was literally. I had a song synced up to my life. Walking, there was a song. Running, there was a song. Running away from a dog, there was a song.
Did the dog have a knife?
Maybe.
I'm not
Wait.
gonna-
Where did this take place?
I'm not gonna talk about that.
I was gonna say, depending on the place. Yeah, it probably
It's
has a knife.
Koromaru. You're running from
It
Koromaru.
probably
He's
had a
gonna
knife.
kill you. He's a dog with a knife, and that's really dangerous.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen crabs walking around holding a knife.
Teddy has his claws, right? Morgana has a sword, I guess, but Koromaru is a dog with a jackknife. That's terrifying.
Or kunai, depending on what you have in mind.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's default jackknife.
And in addition, PQ actually has solid character moments between characters. Like Akihiko and Chie are all like, you know, you're pretty cool. Let's fight sometime. And then he's like, I'm gonna learn from you, master. Chie says that to Aki.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, just good character moments, great music. Everything else, though, take it or leave it.
And I think he's just gonna leave it.
Yes.
I definitely left it.
Yeah, and then PQ2,
Actually, wait, sorry. The story behind PQ is actually pretty good. When you get to the final act and you learn the twist, it hits hard on an existential level.
Is it the one about like the two
Yes.
two kids?
Yeah.
I
or
didn't
the-
like them at all.
Okay.
I thought the story beats with them were cool.
Yes.
But them themselves, I'm like, these two guys are literally like walking mannequins.
Okay. The
It's
reason
the worst.
the reason they're like that is because one took the memory of the other on purpose so that she wouldn't feel pain anymore. Because her life before that was pretty bad. Like, she was a literal cancer kid
Mm-hmm.
who didn't want to die. And then the other guy was the Grim Reaper, different from the actual Reaper in game.
Mm-hmm.
That guy would have just shot her in the face. He would have just like done.
No, he would have said like, make a wish.
Wow.
You really think the guy
They
with the
wish to
bulging
live.
eyeball out of like his weird body bag hat would have said anything other than like? I don't think he would say anything. I think
No,
he'd just
no, no, he
unload
would say
into
puh,
her
puh, puh, puh,
mouth.
verbatim.
And he would have done it just like, baby, baby, baby.
Yeah, he would have done it in
No.
sync with the song, and that would have been the worst part about it. He just shot a cancer patient in the mouth in sync with a song. That's what that Reaper does.
Okay, but Zen, the dark skinned kid with the collar around
Right.
his neck, he's actually the personification of Kronos, and since you know all gods are real in the
Wasn't
SMT.
Kronos already a thing in Persona 3?
Yes, but if you have to remember, all the gods in the SMT universe, they have varying like backgrounds, and they always come back and
And
stuff.
sometimes they show up as completely different people.
Yes.
Why does this sound like the Fate series?
It's not
less
as bad.
complicated.
It's not
less
as bad because
complicated.
when you
probably.
see that there's one character with Susano as a final persona in every game, they don't try and like pretend that.
It's the same guy.
Yeah, it's like it's. But when you see Saber in Fate, you're like, okay,
Oh my
which
God.
one is the real? Which that one's
Well, the real
That
Saber,
one's
please
Saber.
stand up.
that one's